That's the attitude of life. Gratitude is the attitude of love, and gratitude is the attitude of joy. So open your mind and let the sun shine in, because gratitude is the attitude of fun. Let's have fun. I'm grateful for, and I'm also grateful for, and one more thing I'm grateful for, and another thing I'm grateful for. If you're wondering, I'm writing this song so that if I need to, and this might be an often kind of thing, I will play this song and come up with like 4 things that I'm grateful for and sing them in the song, and that'll help me realign myself and realize, despite feeling alone and depressed and worthless and sick and tired and fatigued and sick, I can be reminded that I have a few things in my life to be okay about. If you would like to join in this song and come up with like 4 things for yourself and sing it anytime you want, here you go. I just wrote you a song. Is it the best thing ever? No. No, it is not. However, it is the best thing ever if you need to feel grateful. And it's catchy AF. So you know how I like to talk about recent things that are coming up in my life? A very recent one has been something about seeing beyond. And I'm not talking about like seeing into the future or fortune telling kind of stuff. I'm not really talking about that. I'm more seeing just like observation in general and taking in their surroundings. Hearing has as well, so like the senses, so like seeing and hearing. And this is my public announcement to the world that I am the happy owner of a hearing aid. Oh wow. I can hear nothing. This is my Oticon Opn. I can actually understand people when I wear it, and it has opened up the world to me. My hearing aid, it represents more than just the fact that I have trouble understanding people. It represents a whole new identification for myself. Whereas before my hearing aid, and before I knew that I had a hearing issue, I thought I was dumb. I thought that I had terrible concentration because I would be listening to someone and all of a sudden off I would go and I would not be listening to them. And I never connected the fact that I stopped listening to a person because I couldn't understand them and it was too hard to try and understand them. So I just went off on my own little land. Hi, Kuro. How are you? You having fun? I see your true colors shining on me. Oh, this is Kuro, which means black cat in Japanese. Or it might just mean black. Yeah, it just means black. In regards to identification, the fact that I realized that I have a hearing problem and was able to fix it by getting a little contraption, which costs about as much as a small car. The world has opened up to me, and instead of seeing myself as dumb, I'm actually slightly disabled. I didn't realize that. Yeah. And there's something kind of empowering about that, because before I knew something was off, I didn't know what, and I didn't know how to help myself. And so now, this new world, I have helped myself, and I can now kind of basically be like everyone else. I can identify myself as just being me. So in this new year, I've come more to terms with the fact that there are some differences between me and other people, and that is okay. I love getting to show people that I have this hearing aid and explaining how it works and explaining how I half work and why I need it and stuff. Like, it's cool. I think it's so cool. And the fact that this kind of technology exists, it's really cool. Because what it does is it has like this white noise for me. It plays like a shh kind of noise, because actually sounds are really loud to me, but I can't understand people. Like I can't understand voices. It all sounds like mumbling, because technically my brain can't hear. My ear functions perfectly, and if you run tests on me, like hearing tests, I come out 100%. I have excellent hearing. However, I do not have an excellent brain. If you see my other videos where I talk about my health concerns and like my neurological condition, that's basically it. My brain doesn't work the best. I don't like saying that because I'm like insulting my brain. My brain tries its hardest, I promise you, it really does. Something happened, not sure what. It could have been too many conks on the head, honestly. It could have been an illness, and that's what I really think it was. Like I got sick, and then all of a sudden I had all these bizarre symptoms. One of them being, can't really understand people. I couldn't hear lyrics, and over a couple years it became obvious that I was having an issue. So I had hearing tests done, and it came back perfectly. Perfect hearing test. But then I went to another hospital where they specifically did a test for auditory processing disorder, which is about actually being able to understand people. And I was shown that, yeah, I have a problem. To develop that ability to understand people, I could listen to audiobooks and read the book at the same time. Honestly, I tried it and it was just frustrating and it didn't help. So I bought a cheap hearing aid for 40 bucks online and found that even though it was big and clunky and made like this weird like mechanical noise, it actually helped. It helped. I could understand people. So I decided to go to an actual audiologist. She recommended a hearing aid called Oticon Opn, and it more worked with your brain. People with tinnitus could use it too. It had this unique ability to, it gave like a white noise, and then it made it so that voices, specifically like human voices, were more distinct. And you could change the volume as well, but you could also change these other functions. And I found it has been incredibly helpful, like, oh my gosh. And it's really neat too because I can actually change the sound, the volume on here. So like if I turn it up to 1 like that, or turn it down, and now it's completely off, and now it's on. Yeah, it's just really cool. It's been really useful. So if I'm in an environment where more people are talking, I usually turn it up. So like at work, I have to turn it up. It's probably one of the biggest things I'm grateful for right now. Like I would stick it in that song that I made. My hearing aid is now like one of my favorite things that I own, which is good too because it was so expensive. If people want to see that I am committed to feeling better and being able to get around in the world, just like ask me how much my hearing aid costs. It's been so worth it. And what's really cool, the audiologists that I've been seeing, they've just been so accommodating and just compassionate, went above and beyond. They're so wonderful, these people. And I'm gonna plug them now. I'm gonna be like, Erichson Hearing in Erie, PA. Like, this is my official awesome testimonial. Thank you guys so much. This whole thing is about like new beginnings and defining yourself again. And I feel like being able to hear and understand people has just given myself, you know, a new lease on life. Like, I can't imagine if I continued any longer not being able to understand people and not know why I couldn't understand people and feeling so frustrated. When I keep mentioning that this is the year that I focus on my health and recovery and being the best me and like putting my oxygen mask on first, taking care of myself, this is like the first step in that. So a big thank you to Erichson Hearing, and also a big thank you to my mom because she helped pay for this. She really helped me out, and now her daughter can like go out into the world and just bloom. On that note, stay safe, stay strong, and stay tuned into yourself. Bye guys.